I think there is a deep, pretty strong level of trust between, especially Paul and myself, because we're here on a day-to-day basis. And I did think that was a little bit of a marriage analogy, in the sense that, it doesn't just happen. You do have to work at it, and there are times when you have to pull each other up, or bring things to the table. And I think that's fundamentally why it's working at the moment, because I think our goals are similar for the business, the business outcomes, but also in terms of our the way we value people, and that aspect of the practice is very aligned. So that means we're able to work really well together.
At the time, I think we had met an organisational psychologist. She interviewed myself and Steve and other senior members of the Gillett team, and had prepared profiles on us, which I must say led to some interesting reading. But we also asked Dimitty if she was willing to do that as well, and so that Dimitty spoke to Rebecca, and so a report, and so all three of us received the reports from the others. I think one of the things that came from that was that Rebecca suggested that in times of conflict I tend to withdraw and to shut down a bit and put up a few barriers and just consider my position before I go back out there. And what was interesting was that Rebecca suggested that Dimitty does the same. What that meant was, though, that Rebecca mentioned it for the purpose that if that happens and you both do that, that won't be a good outcome. So you need to maintain that dialogue, and it's very I knew this from dealings with contractors or dealings with clients. As soon as the barriers go up, if you stop the dialogue, then it's going to a bad place. And so I guess reinforcement from Rebecca meant that initially, until we knew each other better, it was important that I was very conscious that if there was any conflict, that I didn't put those barriers up, and that I spoke openly about it, and in a fair and reasonable manner, so we didn't get to that, great divide situation.
I would say that some of the great things that you can think about business comes from your mum. And my mum used to say there was 4 of us, and if we ever had an argument, she said, right, she had a Lebanese background, right, so you're always communicating very upfront. And she'd say, right, I want you all here in the kitchen. She'd put 4 of us in the kitchen. She'd say, we're not leaving here until whatever's going on is sorted out. And so that's one of her gems that I think I would carry into business, that there's, that barrier or unresolved issues, you really need to sort that out. And you need to sort that out immediately in order to kind of keep building those relationships. And the other advice she gave, which we've used actually in various situations, is she used to say, if everybody else is wrong and you're right, you need to have a good look at yourself.